Well, fellow Trump supporters, patriots, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to bring this back up again. I got to address 3 lies that we keep telling people, and at this point, we're just making ourselves look foolish, okay? Already addressed this before. When we keep telling people that Donald Trump gave us this great economy, what we're doing is not being honest with ourselves, because we know full well what happened, that what Trump did was inherited Barack Obama's great economy. And we know that because we lived through it, and because we were saying how bad Obama's economy was because we didn't like the idea that Democrats were doing good. But then the day that Donald Trump was inaugurated, we gave him credit for it, and he gleefully accepted that credit. We know for a fact that that's what happened, because just because a president's elected doesn't mean the economy just flips around the other way just magically. We know exactly what happened, right, patriots? Absolutely. Because legislatively, if we're being honest with ourselves, he passed a tax cut, trillions of dollars worth of tax cuts for very wealthy people. He gave us temporary tax cuts that have already expired and are scheduled to rise from here to 2027. For us, not them. Those are permanent. We know that. And before he left office, he managed to talk the Saudi Arabians into flooding the market with oil so that he could drive gas prices down to make him look good for his campaign. By doing so, he bankrupted hundreds of small oil companies in the United States. Let's not forget that. All right. Next lie that we need to stop telling people because we're looking foolish is that Joe Biden withheld money single-handedly as a vice president from Ukraine to get a prosecutor fired because he didn't want him prosecuting Hunter Biden. We know that's not the truth because the facts are the facts. He was the vice president. This agreement to withhold money was a bipartisan decision by Republicans and Democrats that, by the way, was fully supported by our European allies to withhold money from Ukraine unless they fired a corrupt prosecutor that was supposed to be there prosecuting corruption within the Ukrainian government. As soon as he was fired, he fled the country, and guess where he went? Straight to Daddy Vladdy. That's where he seeked refuge. See the corruption that they were trying to get rid of? See, because right now, Vladimir Putin don't like the idea that Ukraine has a democratically elected government that he isn't the puppet master of. So we need to quit repeating that lie. Number 3, Joe Biden's classified documents. Why ain't he being indicted on those? Well, couple of reasons. One, because whenever he realized he had those documents and the National Archives or the government requested them, he turned them over. He said, oh, here you go. Didn't realize I had those. Trump, on the other hand, was requested by the National Archives to turn the documents over, and he said no. They asked again. He said no. And they said, well, if you don't, we're going to have to get somebody else involved to get our documents back. Then he tried to hide them from the FBI. See the difference? So, patriots, we need to stop lying to each other, because as long as we do that, we're going to keep electing the same miserable, corrupt people that we're accusing Democrats of being, when it's us. Inmate Trump 2024.